Welcome back everyone to this series of games between aTnSocke and mouzMorroW. If you haven't seen the games this far, please go back and watch them, as I am going to talk about the previous games, so there will be spoilers. aTnSocke was not able to hold on the last game on Lost Temple, as mouzMorroW went for a double starport with Banshees and made quick work of the few stalkers that aTnSocke had. I should mention that mouzMorroW did indeed have supporting Marines, and it appeared to be some kind of all-in attack, as he did bring about 5 or 6 SCVs to the last battle that eventually won him the game. aTnSocke tried to go for a different build than the first game. He went for a fast expand build rather than going for the Colossus, which would have been a little bit better against the Banshees and Marines, but again, it's hard to predict what your opponent's going to do. I don't know if proper scouting was done, so I wouldn't be surprised for aTnSocke to go for some kind of similar build as he did in the first game on Metalopolis, like a Colossus, as it was just very powerful in the first game. I do want to note though that we are seeing fairly different builds with this post 1.1 patch. Also seeing a great number of lag too, which is very irritating, as I never got this before. So, but yeah, mouzMorroW in the beta was known to go for like a 5-Rex Reaper build, a fast expand build, and similar crazy strategies that I don't know if he coined them, but he was able to make them work very well. Do want to note one thing though, since this is post patch 1.1, we do have these rocks here and here, which makes it very much more easy for an expansion to go down here, as there is this choke. It's a very small choke. It can be blocked off fairly easily, but it doesn't look like any player is going to go for walling this off and going for a fast expand, as there still is a very large area here that can be exploited with proxy pylons or proxy unit producing structures. Pulling up the production tab, looks like everything is standard so far. I've been keeping a close eye on the minimap. It looks like there is no odd unit or structure placement rather. This standard 12 gateway into a cyber core for aTnSocke that he has been using, that is very common with mostly every Protoss player, as you need that cyber core to tech up. It looks like more Marines going to be coming out for mouzMorroW, as the scouting probe was able to get away with just 3 health. Marine's going to chase after it. More Marines on the way. Looks like he had the Marines rallied in this direction, but it looks like no, he is going to pull the Marines back and grab these Zelnaga Watchtowers, as mouzMorroW does go for a fast expand. Stalker going in the complete wrong direction to get rid of this SCV. The SCV knows its days are numbered and isn't going to try to do anything except get maybe just one more peek at any tech that aTnSocke did try to throw down. But got this forward bunker here at this choke, as I mentioned before. Maybe with another bunker here, or maybe even with 3 bunkers, it can make this just so powerful for a Terran 2 turtle in this area. Of course, these backdoor rocks aren't the biggest deal. They do have 3 armor and 2,000 hit points. But aTnSocke, being the good Protoss player he is, probably his game sense told him that mouzMorroW was going to go for a fast expand, as this probably is going to be a popular thing on this map since these new rocks are there. So aTnSocke does indeed take his expansion too as well. What do we have here? Extremely proxy Stargate here. Wow, this is definitely different than what aTnSocke does normally go. Looks like he's going to go gateway units into the starport. Maybe produce Phoenix, maybe produce Void Rays. We do not know yet, but going to be extremely critical, because mouzMorroW is not going to have that no answer to this, as these rocks are here, and he would have to run all the way across this map down by these Zelnaga Watchtowers and back up to get rid of the Stargate. So this is actually very interesting. This is the first game I've seen or casted on this map since the rocks have been added, but I was thinking even without the rocks this would still be pretty powerful. Looks like aTnSocke said, "Get out of here, Marines. I'm going to secure these watchtowers. These are my watchtowers," as he wants to know if there are any forces moving out. Looks like there is a chrono boosted Void Ray coming out, which Yeah, all of mouzMorrow's units are on this low ground, so might be able to get in a little bit of work up here, especially if the Void Ray is able to charge up on this pylon and then just come up here and snipe out these two reactors. That would, or refineries rather, that would just be detrimental to mouzMorrow's economy. Back down here at Suck's base, however, aside from the proxy pylon, we do have 3 warp gates producing not much of anything. Let's look at the army tab. Very similar armies, pretty low armies, as they're both droning up pretty hardcore. Socke, with that chrono boost ability, able to pull ahead of his of his Terran opponent fairly fast, as this Void Ray is in here just getting massive amounts of kills, 4, 5, 6 kills, and the Marines just don't, oh god, they just was not there in time, as this Void Ray is fully charged. It's trying to stay charged. Socke's doing a very, very good job of that, as Socke's trying to charge up his other, he's trying to, god, this is hard, he's trying to charge up his other Void Ray, as this factory, or refinery does go down. These Marines try to stem in a last-ditch effort. These 2 charged up Void Rays should have been able to take out these very low hit point Marines. I don't know if Socke did see the hit point meters on those. I assume he did, as the Void Rays are going to indeed charge up on this pylon again and try to come up here and snipe off maybe another refinery or some more SCVs. They are indeed charged again. Looks like mouzMorrow is going to try to push out across the map, but these Marines are trying to take down these 2 Void Rays. Now there's 3 Void Rays. No answer for mouzMorrow in sight, as there is no engineering bay. Looks like he's throwing down 1 now to try to get some of these missile turrets in play. But if you look at the harvester tab, 31 over 42, these Void Rays are just making really, really quick work of these harvesters, or of these SCVs, and the command center is indeed going to fall. However, there were about 5 or 6 Marines that did spawn, able to take care of one of those Void Rays, but there are going to be 2 Void Rays still in mouzMorrow's base, as mouzMorrow is going to make a counterattack with a heavy ball of Marines and Marauders. I do not know where the army of Socke is. It is right here in his base, a very small army at that. So this hatchery, or not hatchery, Nexus, however, and these probes are just going to get decimated, as the ground army for Socke just isn't going to be enough, because he's invested so much in these Void Rays. It looks like some kind of a lag going on in this tournament. Neither player happy about that, of course, as these Void Rays are just ripping apart the base of mouzMorrow. Engineering bay will fall, which will be no more, actually there was never any missile turrets to deal with these Void Rays, so these Void Rays just having a parade, do it as much work as they want to. Now there's another Void Ray joining the battle. There isn't really anything mouzMorrow can do about this. He does have enough Marines to take care of it, but he is totally out of position. By the time he gets up there, all of his buildings are going to be gone. He knew he was too smart to try to push up in here, as he knew Socke would have sentries going for this cheesy kind of Void Ray play, just blocking off the ramp and making it that much harder. Void Rays, 28 kills on this Executor Void Ray. Wow, you do not see that very often. Lots of probe kills and Marine kills on that Void Ray, as there are still 3 Void Rays. Going to try to take out these Marines. Marines cannot shoot up there, as the Void Rays do outrange them, I do believe. I think it's 6 against 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 6 against 5. Void Rays trying to take out these stem Marines. Marines do stem at the last minute, draining them of health. So hero Void Rays came into play this time, as it was just as mouzMorrow did not see this coming. Very good play by Socke, charging these Marines or Void Rays up on these 2, this pylon and the Stargate, sniping out these refineries, keeping them charged, getting just tons and tons of SCV kills. Very good play. Stay tuned for game 4. This is game 3. Game 4. As mouzMorrow will need to win to stay in this game. Socke is up 2-1. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned.